want.
You will not find a good life. That is the fantasy of the herd. That meaning is waiting for you, prepackaged, handed down by God, by tradition, by your parents. Zarathustra descends from the mountains and declares God is dead. And what does that mean for how we live? It means there is no life to find. There is only a life to create. In the three metamorphoses, the spirit becomes a camel, bearing the weight of tradition, then a lion, destroying the old values. But the final form is a child. Why? Because the child doesn't find meaning. The child plays, creates, and says yes. That is a model for a good life. I'm passing the phone to someone who believes women are responsible for creating themselves.
One is not born as brother becomes, although you were born into this world with predetermined facticity that you have zero control over. You are still free to choose and make decisions that give value into your life. People are shaped by culture, society, and life experience, but that doesn't mean you have to be objectified by them. A meaningful life becomes to the process of construction and resistance of those facticity that limits us. Life is built upon rather being waited to be uncovered. We construct our life continuously through our action and decisions. I'm passing the phone to somebody who does not believe in just finding a good life.
A good life is absolutely not something you find, rather you build. Like I said, existentialism is a humanism. Man first exists, then the choice after is what defines him. Therefore, a good life is something you build through your choices each moment after another. Keep in mind though, freedom is not comfortable. You are entirely responsible for what you become, no excuses. I'm passing the phone to someone who believes a good life is not equally available.
We have to be honest about what makes a good life hard to build in the first place. In Ain't I a Woman, I show how Black women have been systematically denied their humanity by racism, by sexism, and often by both at once. You cannot talk about freedom without talking about who was never given a starting point. I'm passing the phone to someone who believes that society is too good at controlling people.
You really believe you made your own choices, your own values, your own ambitions, your sense of who you are? But take a second and ask yourself, where did all those come from? In Discipline and Punish, I show how modern institutions like schools, prisons, and hospitals were designed not just to punish, but to produce a certain kind of person, an obedient, measurable, and useful person to society.
We are absolutely free. Like I write in Existentialism is Humanism, no human nature determines us. We exist first and we choose who we become. In my play No Exit, I understand how others affect us. We feel trapped, judged, and defined by each other. Hell is other people. Many will convince themselves they are who they are by how others perceive them. Well, that is just bad faith. That's simply just a lie we tell ourselves. So I guess we're shaped by others, yes, but we're not controlled by them. Even though other people try so hard to influence you, it is ultimately up to you to be responsible for who you become. I'm passing the phone to someone who believes in self-overcoming.
People are completely shaped by the herd, by the comfort, by fear, and they don't even know it. True freedom is earned, and it starts with one question. What in me still needs to be overcome? Most never dare to ask. I'm passing the phone to someone who believes in women transcending themselves.
Is constrained by the man word and is considered to be the second sex. They are shaped by the male definition and therefore deny themselves as a woman. The male society structures women to wear dress, makeup, and present themselves as pretty by being the object that derive from the male subject. I argue that within those constraints, women can transcend herself from those social norms through resisting and making choices that don't necessarily freedom through marriage, but through their own decisions. I'm passing the phone to somebody who believes in involuntary self-control.
The guard doesn't even need to watch you anymore. You watch yourself. That is the panopticon. Power so internalized you become your own warden. So are we free or are we shaped? We are thoroughly shaped by systems most people never think to even question. Can you build a good life inside of that? Only if you first recognize the walls you can't see. The most dangerous prison is the one that you believe is freedom. Now, I'm passing the phone to somebody who believes love is more than just a feeling.
And in All About Love, I argue that love is not just a feeling, but a practice and a choice, a commitment to growth, honesty, and justice. Most people confuse love with domination, with need, with control. This is what we were taught. So is a good life found or is it built? It is built, together, not through individual will alone, but through community, through truth-telling, and through learning to love ourselves and each other properly. Freedom is not just personal, it is collective.